Neither of us actually were there. It was our colleague Jack Rosser who was at St James's Park, or St Reece James Park, shall we call it, because how good was he? Amazing performance.
No. He was superb, and I think it is. Especially if you're a neutral and if you're an England fan, and you're looking at how Reece James is playing this season and the different roles he's playing and how well he's contributing in those roles, I think it's really. I mean, there've been times where he's not even playing the right of the midfield too. He can play on the left, or he can play as a one with four in front and one up top. He's so versatile. He's so intelligent as a footballer. He can do all these things, and he must be, when he's available, he must be a coach's dream. And I think he's physically really strong. We saw that with the really important challenge he made in his own penalty area. I mean, he's always been a strong guy, but the way he uses his strength is fantastic. But he's also got amazing technique, as we saw again with the free kicking squad. I mean, it really set the tone, and I think people have criticised, including Maresca, have sort of questioned his leadership skills, and he's still a relatively, well, not in Chelsea's team, but he's still a relatively young player. He's not a spring chicken, but he's not old and experienced. He wouldn't normally have a captain of this age, but I think the way he leads by example is really important. I think he is more kind of vociferous behind the scenes than we see him out in public. But the 100% commitment he puts in, and the high level of performance he puts in wherever he plays is a huge part of bringing this Chelsea team together.
Totally agree. I think he's been absolutely fantastic. And another mention, we've spoke about it on the show before, but the level of consistency he's now bringing in terms of being available. I think for the last year or so, he's obviously being rotated and managed by Maresca, which is a credit to him, but he hasn't suffered one of those injuries, and all of a sudden now when he goes down, you don't get that heart in your mouth feeling of, oh no, he's going to be out for another X amount of weeks or months. And that is, like you said earlier, real credit to the medical team at Chelsea,